Lessons every father should teach his daughter. That's what we're going to talk about today. I did a video a while back, 8 lessons that my father teach me. There are many more, but I'm just going to do a quick video on it. I'm probably not going to do all of them, but I'm just going to do maybe 4 or 5 just to help a few of the ladies out. I want to thank you for your love and your support. Thank you so much for those of you who have picked up my books. Fantastic guys. Better get it. 10 years a girlfriend, talking about value. 10 years a girlfriend. And take your cookie off the table. Thank you so much for your love and support. Be sure to subscribe, thumbs up. Share this out if you can. It's Sunday. Y'all going to church? We're not going to church today. We haven't been to church in about 2 years. We're going to go back after Mother's Day, after the, the holiday rush. All right. Some lessons my dad taught me. There's been a lot of back and forth going on in my comment section, okay? But young ladies, please listen to Cousin Janice, okay? Listen to Cousin Janice, because Cousin Janice got the proof. One of the first lessons my father in the faith, not my biological dad, my father in the faith taught me was that men are hunters. Don't you ever forget. Men are hunters and they are always hunting for something. Is always hunting for something. As a matter of fact, I have a book coming on he that finds a wife finds a good thing. Who can find a virtuous woman because her price is far above rubies. Let me say also that if I did not meet my father in the faith at 17 years old, I would be like some of the 40-some-year-old women in my comments, yelling, screaming, and kicking. But thank God that God allowed me and brought a real, as my dad would say, a man that is worth his salt in my life that taught me these lessons. And because I was taught these lessons, I saw one comment, somebody sent me this comment that someone said that these men, they want them young girls. They don't want these older women who's been around men and have years and spent with men. Ladies, you don't want that. You do not want to be used up. You don't want to be abused. You don't want to have Tom, Dick, and Harry all up in you. You don't want to have your heart being broken. You don't want any of that. You want to be, most of us are not virgins when we get married, but you want to be like Ruth, a woman of value, a woman who knows what she wants and is not going to settle for less than what she wants, but she's not running around sleeping with this man and that man. Because what is dating? Dating is for data. Dating is not meeting a man, making him your man, laying down with him, spending years wasting your time, making babies with him, getting your heart broken, and all of that. That's not what dating is, right? Dating is just talking to this man, gathering the data to see if y'all are on the same track. Number 2, I'm moving really fast. Never love a man more than he loves you. Oh, when I had to break up with my college sweetheart, my father in the faith says, you got to break up with him because you love him more than he loves you. I was about 19, 20. He said, you love that boy more than he loves you, and you need to break that off. And I cried like a baby. But I love him. Yes, he said, yes, I know you love him, but you love him more than he loves you. As a matter of fact, you need to stop dating these boys your age. You need to go a little older, because the type of man that you want, they're not in your age group. They don't have what you want. And I'm going to get to that with one of my next number. I talk about being providers. I say he is older. He said, how old is? I say he's 24. He said, oh, stop it. You're 20. He's 24. Where he working? Well, he's just graduating from school. Oh, he's just graduating from school. So he can't even take care of you and Lexi can. No, you need to break up with him. The reason why, ladies, you never love a man, then he loves you, is because a man is supposed to do what? Lay his life down like Christ laid his life down for the church. He is to pay the ultimate price to have you in his life, which is to do what? Talking about value and cost and price, is to lay his life down. If you love him more than he loves you, you will lay your life down for him, but he will never lay his life down for you, because that's not the way it's supposed to go. And it doesn't mean you don't love him. It's just understanding that a husband is to love his wife like Christ loves the church. Then he would say, baby girl, how did Christ love the church? He died for the church. So a man is to lay his life down, literally lay it down. He is to die for his wife, not a literal death, but in my book I'm writing, I'll explain what that means. But he is to lay his life down for you. That means no matter who else comes, no matter who call, text, whatever, his life has been laid down for you. Number 3, this the one the old head's been kicking and screaming in my comments. But young ladies, listen to me. See, the difference between a lot of women and a lot of people on YouTube, women that's in a relationship and talk about dating, marriage, or YouTube, is you can use my life as an example. You can use my life as an example. And my father taught me how to date. Number 3, he said, men, he pulled me aside. He said, don't you have any more babies? Don't have any more babies. You were young. You had Lexi at 16. You can still get you a good husband. Let me tell y'all that's been kicking and screaming in my house. I don't care what y'all talk about. Show me your good husband. Show me your good husband, okay? He said, you're a young girl. You had Lexi at 16. You can still get your good husband. Don't have any more babies. He said, any good man will overlook you having a baby at 16. And that's exactly what my husband said. And let me tell y'all what else he said. If you had another baby, I would not have married you. I was writing 23 times. So guys, see, when I talk to my husband, I talk to him because I'm trying to get into a man's mind and mentality. And I asked him in the kitchen, I said, babe, if I had another baby, would you have married me? He said, nope, I would not have married you. He said, you had Lexi 16. You was a kid. You've been on the straight and narrow. You got yourself together. Yeah, why wouldn't I marry you with one baby? 2 babies? No. My dad says to me, he says, men weigh women as value. He said, a divorced mother with 5 kids is valued higher than a baby mama that had 5 kids by all these different women. A good man will take this woman that is divorced with her 5 children, but he would not, good man now. Let me clarify. We don't do Pookies and Ray Rays over here. Okay. Over here at Janicehylton, we talking about providers, protectors, professors of love. That's what I talk about. I don't do Pookies, Ray Rays, and Tyros over here. Okay. He said, men see women as value because men are what? Men are hunters. They are hunting for something. Who can find a virtuous woman? Her price is far above rubies. So you might be a virtuous woman. You might tell yourself you're a virtuous woman, but he might not want to pay the price for you. Hello, I got the proof right here. I got it. Talking about value, my dad says, number 4. The least a man can do for you, Janice, is to put a roof over your head and food on your table. So you know what that said to me? When I was dating, if he was not able to provide a roof over my head, independent of me, and food on my table, independent of me, that's not the man for me. I refuse to marry you. Submit. What does submit mean? Who can tell me from my submission video? Respect you, honor you, praise you, have your babies, wash your clothes. I have a laundry service. Clean your house. I have a cleaning service. Take care of your home, fold your drawers, do freaky stuff with you, pray for you, encourage you, and pay my rent or my mortgage. I don't think so. See, for me over here, that when I'm talking about a good man, honey, that's what I'm talking about. I don't do pookies and ray-rays over here. We don't do paycheck to paycheck over here. So when y'all in my comment section crying and laughing, check the good man you got. That's all I'm saying. So when I was dating, ladies, the minute I found out that a man was not able to provide entirely for me, as in my primary expense if I was out. Why? Because my daddy said the least a man can do is put a roof on your table. Now, what the Bible says about a good man leaves an inheritance. I know for the passive aggressive woman, that's going, what if he loses job? Right there, you let me know you're financially illiterate. Because the Bible says a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So what does that mean? That means a good man plans ahead. We don't live paycheck to paycheck. You plan for emergencies. You have that money laid up. You are making plans to transfer wealth to your children's children. As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk right about a good man, because the Bible defines what a good man, aka good husband. Number 5, and then I'm going to go. I don't have it here, but one of the other things, ladies, and I say this all the time. He that finds a wife, that's the book I'm writing. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. Okay. He that finds a girlfriend, a baby mama, kitty cat, shelter, a cougar. No, it didn't say that. He that finds a wife. So you know what my daddy said? Janice, you are a wife. You're a wife right now. You're not a wife when you march down the altar and sign the paper, but you are to be a wife right now, because he that's looking for a wife, we assume that he is a husband that's looking for a wife. So all you ladies running around being girlfriends, that's why I'm believing girlfriends. 10 years a girlfriend, 15 years. Shacking up, living together, having babies, buying houses together. He won't marry. Why? Because he don't value you. He don't see you as a wife. And these same men will get up and leave you and meet another girl and marry her in 6 months. Make it make sense to me. So my daddy said, Janice, you are a wife right now. You carry yourself like a wife. You dress like a wife. When you go out on dates, you go out like a wife. This is why, ladies, dating is for data. You need to see if this man has the qualifications that is required to be your husband. This is why it is important to know what you want in a husband. I am writing the book, but I have an extensive chapter in 23 Types of Guys, what I was looking for. Number one, he must be born again. Number two, he must be a tither. Number three, he must be a gentleman. Number four, he must have a good job, a career, because by 30, 35, 40, you're supposed to have a career. At 21, you have a job. At 30, you're supposed to have a career. So if I meet a man that was tall, dark, handsome, had a wonderful job, but he was not born again, what do? You walk away. If he wasn't a tither, what do? Walk away. If he was not a gentleman, what do? Walk away. He ain't got no good career, what do? You walk away. No. What y'all do is y'all try to fix these men up. Well, he not saved, but I'm gonna get him saved. Is he accepting Jesus because he really believed that Jesus Christ is the Son of God who died for his life? Or is he accepting Jesus because he want to impress you, get you down to the altar, and the last time he went to church was when he married you? Don't do it. Is he a tither because he's really is a tither? He believed he is a giver and to bring tithes and offering to the church, or is he doing it to impress you? But that's not who he is. Is he really a gentleman, or is he faking pulling out your chair? Because see, all these things are going to come out. Does he really have a career? How long you been working down there at Max Fried Chicken? 2 months. Okay. Well, where you worked before that? Before that, I worked at Joe's Pork Chop for 3 months. Okay. And where you were? By 30, a man is supposed to be established in his career. This is why I tell y'all young girls, leave these little boys alone. They're not ready. They're not established. They don't even know who they are. You see Otis on the TV talking about he's a provider, but he's toxic. And a woman is supposed to just do what I tell her to do. He don't even know what it means to submit. I have to go. I have lots more of these. These are the things I've lived my life by, and they have kept me. This is why I love my father in the faith, and I'm trying to get us to write a book together. But these are things every father that is worth his salt, he always say, worth his salt. If your daddy didn't teach you any of this stuff, I don't know what to tell you, but I do have a video on some other ones I did. All men want to have sex. Hello. How many of y'all know that? All men want to have sex. Okay. I have a lot more of these that I'm going to put them all in a book, because I do realize that not all of us have had good fathers. If it wasn't my father in the faith, I wouldn't have known a lot of what I know, but I'm also a student, so I love to read and look up and study and stuff like that. But I'm going to be putting all of these in a book, but look at my playlist, and I have 8 lessons. I have another one down there. All men gotta get the dog out. But I lost a lot of women on that one. I looked at my analytics. I lost about 15, 20 subscribers on that one. Listen, baby girl, listen. Men have got to get the dog out. Just don't be the girl he get the dog out in. Okay, and then he says this, they clicked off right before I said but. He says, but it behooves every man to get control over his vessel. They didn't hear that part. They got emotional. Okay, I have a lot more of these, but I'm going to put them all in the book. I love you. I have to go. Come on back. My mind is still over Shay put a ring on it. My mind, I'm still like, oh, I have to go. My baby daddy's calling me. I love you. I love you. Let me know what you think. Be sure to show me love and support in my Patreon. Join my Patreon, my Cash App. Thank you so much. Pick up these books. If you don't have 23 Types of Guys You Might Meet, I'm telling you, you are missing out. 10 years a girlfriend, honey. Stop shacking up. Stop having babies with all these men. Just don't do it. Date for data. Data has nothing to do with sleeping with a man, having baby with him, nothing like that. It's all about data. And of course, my wisdom book. I'm going to come back. I have a question for you guys. And I'm going to be giving away 3 copies. One is the number of unity, 2 is the number of witness, 3 is the number of confirmation, 4 is the number of rain, 5 is the number of grace. I'll see how many I'm gonna give up. Okay, I got to go, girl. I got to go. Love you. Bye.